if you don't know how to play these, I'm gonna show you. This is one of the easiest patterns to learn in my opinion in sweep picking. So we start with our finger on a 12th fret on a G string, then we go to the 13th fret on a B string, then 11th fret on the E string, and then hammer on and pull off to the 15th fret. And then we're going back again to the 13th fret. So you want to just learn this pattern. And we're gonna play it later using the sweep picking technique. Okay, so now with the picking hand. First you want to hold your pick with something like 45-degree angle towards the strings. So we go down with this angle, and when you switch direction, you also change the position of the pick. So imagine my finger is the pick and this is the strings. So you want to go down like that and then go up again like that, and changing this angle to the reverse direction. Also, we don't want to articulate each of the strings. This motion is similar to strumming like you would do with normal open chords. So we'll just go like. So try to practice this motion around 4 strings, going up and down. Don't use too much force with the pick and palm mute everything on this part. So what is important that you need to be sure that in this motion each string is hit properly. You don't want to miss any notes because the transparency of sound of each note is crucial in this technique. So you need to hear each note that you are hitting. Also, in this technique it's very important to properly find the position of your palm muting, so your right hand. You don't want to mute too hard. You need to find that correct spot to make the notes ring nicely, yet prevent them from generating too much unwanted noise. Nice sound means 3 things. So first, it's clear, so you have to hear each of the notes ringing. Second, it can be too much muted, so you don't want it like that. Okay, and the third function is that you want to control any unwanted noises that might appear if you're playing it with distortion. See? Can you hear all this buzziness? You don't want it. If you have 5 strings pattern, it's even harder because your hand has to not only mute correctly but also to move. Okay, so another important thing, when you do this motion, after you hit the first note, you don't want to pull off your finger immediately. You don't want to do it like that. Your finger, after you hit this note, has to stay on this fret, but you need to lower the pressure on the string, because in that way you kind of mute this sound. So I'm playing this note, and when I'm playing the next one, I'm releasing the force from this finger a bit, so it helps with muting this unwanted noise, okay? It's a very gentle motion that you just slightly pull your finger up, but you don't pull it completely. Okay, so about the picking pattern, there are a few options here how to play it. So first of all, you can play it down, 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 and then don't hit anything, just do a hammer on pull off, and then up. And repeat the cycle, again, down, this is one option. The second option is that you can also pick this pull off, so we're going like down, 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 up, up. Down, 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 up, up. To remember that your pick is not picking every next note, but you need to stop for a second. Stop. last option how you can do it is to using only motion down, and this is my favorite option because it's just easier and you don't have to, you know, engage your movement up. Look. So you're going down, so basically you're hitting 3 notes while this motion goes down. And after that everything happens with pull off and hammer off. And you just keep repeating the cycle. So practice it with distortion and without distortion. So this is the part without distortion. And I want you to practice it with less distortion because with more distortion you could not hear properly if you're doing it all right. After you learn the basics, you can obviously turn up the gain, but also remember that with more gain you can get more unwanted noise to control and pay attention to. If you wanted to expand this position to more complex pattern which involves 5 strings, you can do something like that. So we have this position here, and we can add few notes on these 2 strings. These notes are starting with a 10th fret on an A string, going with the hammer on to the 15th fret, and then 13th fret on a D string. So 10th, 15th and 13th.